Honorable Speaker, we need, as Parliament, as government, and as a country, to take sports a lot more seriously. Sometimes we think it's just a leisure activity, but it is serious stuff. And that's why whenever athletes go out there and shine, we are excited. Because our country is in the news for the right reasons, for good reasons. Many times there's headlines flashing out there for not so good reasons. So it's important that we begin to prioritize it. Right, Honorable Speaker, members of Parliament here every so often organize tournaments of their own, Easter, Eid, and so on. I'm one of those, as well providing a platform. But it's because of the challenges that we do grapple with. Football pitches continuously keep being sold for shopping malls because we don't think sports is important. Promises are made to these athletes whenever they come back after they have won, and these promises don't get to be kept. Some are personal promises to the individuals, some are promises to the sector, and they don't get to be fulfilled. When these athletes are preparing to go for these competitions, we don't even know because we don't give them attention. They struggle. There's a time, some years back, Ugandans were collecting money to buy sports shoes for these athletes. And yet when they return, we are excited. So let's not remember them only when they have won. Let's join efforts with them as a government when they are struggling. And at this point, I'll talk about Teriet High Altitude Training Center. Towards the end of last year, in this house, the Minister of Sports was asked for an update, the Honorable Peter Ogwang, and he stood on this microphone. And he told the country that it was at 97% completion. A month ago, on 27th February, the same minister went to inspect, and he was very angry and disappointed at what he saw, that he even went onto social media to vent his frustration. Of course, people were saying, now, you minister, you're complaining on social media, how about the rest of us? He was angry because he found there was very slow progress, things were not moving as he had given a report here. In fact, he was saying some of these people should be arrested. I don't know how far he has gone with that. Can we get a lot more serious about these issues? And hopefully another report will come soon that is a lot more realistic. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, again, there's been a promise of the Akibua Stadium. We want to keep following through on this one. When we went to bury the late Imad Cecilia Obua, I attended the burial, and almost every speaker, the local leaders, the folks there were saying, at least in memory of Imad, can we deal with this promise? I want to remind government, in recognition of these athletes that we are celebrating today, can we construct Akibua Stadium and have it completed pretty soon? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Recall at the time of COVID-19, the budget of sports came down from 25 billion to 17 billion. Then the 40% budget cut brought it further to 10 billion. But this parliament is equally alive to the fact that in the last 1 or 2 financial years, the budget of sports has increased to 47 billion Uganda shillings. There is no team that has participated recently in any international sports event not funded fully by government of Uganda through the budget support appropriated by this parliament, including the team where Kiplimo won. On the question of Teriet, as government we are told that phase 1 of Teriet High Altitude Training Center will be commissioned in the year 2024, before it ends. On the question of Akibua, we are all aware that in addition to the commitment we made for hosting jointly the Africa Cup of Nations in 2027, Government of Uganda made a commitment to construct 2 new stadia in addition to Mandela National Stadium, which is currently being renovated. Akibua, government has already zeroed on a contractor from Egypt and the stadium to be constructed in Hoima, government has zeroed on a contractor from Turkey. Both of them, the Minister of Finance has been directed through Cabinet to ensure that the necessary requirements, including the question of funding it through pre-financing, be finalized. So, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, that is the brief I can give. As government, we are on the right trajectory, supported by this parliament, and I know the issue of Akibua and the stadium in Hoima will be before this parliament when we are considering the budget for the next financial year through pre-financing. I beg to report. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy both government and the opposition side are all committed to ensuring that we continue supporting the sector. So it's very, very important that us as Parliament, we also continue supporting this very important sector.